Yes, welcome to my second lecture. Dear students, myself N. Ramesh, presently working as lecturer in PLDE's SP Arts and KCP Science College, Vijaypur, and part-time lecturer in Karnataka State Akka Mahadevi Women's University, Vijaypur. So today we will discuss about the some example and solving method of Charpit's method part 2. Come to the point. Here you must remember the Charpit's auxiliary equation. This is the Charpit's auxiliary equation which we have already derived in my previous lecture. So today I want to solve some example on the Charpit's auxiliary equation by using Charpit's auxiliary equation. So this is the Charpit's auxiliary equation. So now the steps to finding the auxiliary equation. So these are the steps, or you can call method of solving partial differential equation by using Charpit's method. This is a method. So in the first step, in the step 1, find all the partial derivatives. Those are dou f by dou x, dou f by dou y, dou f by dou z, dou f by dou p, dou f by dou q. So we have already all these partial derivatives we must find first. And in step 2, find the Charpit's auxiliary equation for the equation f of x, y, z, p, q is equal to 0. Always remember solving method of the equation of the form f of x, y, z, p, q is equal to 0. We have already derived the Charpit's method of auxiliary equations. So now in the step 3, finding the complete solution of f of x, y, z, p, q is equal to 0 by using dz is equal to p dx plus q dy. So and after that integration, and after getting this equation in this form, now integrate. So on integration we get complete solutions. So here, and one note is there, find p and q such that dz is equal to p dx plus q dy is easily integrable. This means that so whatever the values you have to find p and q, that should be easy to integrable. That's why remember once again I will explain that here you have to find p and q such that after the substituting here it is easily integrable. Remember on this Charpit's method there may be 1 5 marks or 2 marks question should be there in your semester examination. So now I have to solve one problem on this, then you will get a clear idea how to solve. You have to refer the same method to solving the partial differential equation for given partial differential equation. So you must remember this Charpit's auxiliary equation. Then only it is possible to find or solve the partial differential equation or to find the complete solution of a given differential equation. So solution. Now I have to take one example here. So for example number 1, solve. So whatever the examples they be given, here example is not constant. So every time the examples may be changed here. So you have to take any examples regarding this Charpit's method. So now I will take new example. So that I will take one example. That example is solve pxy plus pq plus qy is equal to yz. I am taking this example. Solve pxy plus pq plus qy is equal to yz by Char-Pitts method. By Char-Pitts method. Important example. So you must concentration on this example. So after knowing the solution, after getting the solution, you must know how to solve other examples. I will give some examples for your work. So now the solution. So given equation is given pxy plus pq plus qy is equal to yz. Solve in your own way. So my personal request is that you should not refer any textbooks. So you should not write as it is in the textbooks. So you have to just refer the problems and try to solve in your own way. So here words are not important. According to me, words are not important. So whatever the steps and mathematically if it is correct, then it may be a good in solving method. So now given here they given pxy pq plus qy is equal to yz, and now which is of the form, I may write this, rearrange this equation, pxy pq plus qy minus yz is equal to 0, which is of the form f of x, y, z, p, q is equal to 0. Every variable is present here. So therefore, it is of the form like this. So by the method of solving, we know the steps how to solve. By step 1, 2, 3, I will solve this example. First step 1. What is the step 1? Find all the derivatives, partial derivation. This one. I will find now. So first one, dou f by dou x. How you find the dou f by dou x? Remember, this is very important. Carefully observe here. If I want to differentiate this f with respect to x, then I have to differentiate this function, given function or given equation by taking only the x terms. Other than these x terms, keep as a constant. So the derivative of that constant is 0. So already you are perfect in differentiation from PUC first year to still you are studying about the derivatives. So with respect to x is p constant, y constant, and differentiation of this x is 1. So therefore dou f by dou x is py. Similarly, dou f by dou y is py. And the next term here no x. This is 0 because this whole term is a constant term. P is constant, Q is constant. When differentiating with respect to x, this is very important. Differentiating with respect to y is there, that is important. And the next term is plus qy. There is no x term again, constant 0 minus again 0. So only the answer is dou f by dou x is equal to only py. Next term, differentiate with respect to y. With respect to y means y term only differentiated, px becomes a constant, y is 1. So again plus this is a 0 because there is no y, because I am differentiating with respect to y, plus here y is there, q constant, y differentiation 1, minus here minus z is constant and y differentiation is 1. Remember, I already said that you must take all other variables as a constant while differentiating with respect to any variable. So you have to differentiate only y terms, other than that y you have to take as a constant, and this becomes px plus q minus z. This is next step, and now this is dou f by dou y, and dou f by dou x, dou y, dou f by dou z. With respect to z, there is no z term 0, there is no z term 0, minus here z term is there, so this is minus y constant, z is 1. And next one, dou f by dou p. With respect to p means here p is there, x y constant, p differentiation 1, plus here p is there, q constant, plus here no p 0, minus here no p 0. So only answer is x y plus q. And dou f by dou q. Dou f by dou q means here no q terms, 0 constant. Here q term is there, p is a constant and q is 1. Here q term is there, so therefore plus y constant, q is 1. No q term, it is 0. So answer is like this. Now by Chapman's method, you will have to write here by Chapman's auxiliary equation, by Chapman's auxiliary equation. So directly you have to write here. I want to copy and paste here, but you should write that auxiliary equation, then you substitute. So directly I will substitute in this equation dp divided by dou f by dou x. Where is it? Dou f by dou x. It is here py plus p into dou f by dou z. It is here dou f by dou z is minus y is equal to next term dq divided by dou f by dou y. Where is dou f by dou y? Dou f by dou y is here. This is px plus q minus z plus q into dou f by dou z. Where is dou f by dou z? It is minus y. So now next term is equal to dp, dq and dz divided by so what is that? Minus p into dou f by dou p. Where is dou f by dou p? Dou f by dou p is here, that is xy plus q, and now minus q into, so dou f by dou q. Where is dou f by dou q? It is here p plus y is equal to next auxiliary equation dx divided by minus dou f by dou p. Where is dou f by dou p? Dou f by dou p is here, that is minus of xy minus q, and next this is equal to dy divided by the last one is minus dou f by dou q. Where is dou f by dou q? Minus p minus y. So this is the auxiliary equation what we get here. So finally, after getting this, half of our solution is completed. So now the work is considering these two auxiliary equations, these two fractions. I must find that value of p and q. This is important. So I am considering here now consider as I told already in the note I already told that find p and q in dz is equal to p dx plus q dy for the finding the values of p and q. It should be easily integrable. I already okay. After getting this auxiliary equation, I must take here p and q in order to find the values of p and q. So dp is equal to, now consider dp divided by py minus py is equal to dq divided by px minus plus q minus z minus qy. So consider here, I am not taking these three auxiliary equations. I am taking only these two because I already said that and I already noted that in order to find the values of the p and q, in dz is equal to p dx plus q dy, easily integrable. It means these two have, whenever easily integrable, then we are taking dp and again p and q in order to finding the values of p and q. Therefore dp by this and dq by this. So now here it becomes 0. So therefore from the first fraction I have dp integration and first fraction integrate we get integration of dp is equal to 0. Integration of dp is equal to integration of 0. So now this dp integration gives p, because there is nothing means 1 integration is p is equal to integration of 0, where 0 is a constant. So many students have write this answer as a 0, but it is not a 0. Its answer is constant. I may take that constant as a. Integration of 0 is constant, because the differentiation of constant is 0. That's why integration of 0 is constant. So p is equal to a. So after getting any value p or q, put value of p in given equation. So we get in the given equation, if I substitute the value of p is equal to a, I get axy plus, instead of p, aq plus qy is equal to yz. I'm just substituting p value as a. And then now here, by taking this, I need to find the value of q here. So now this is aq plus qy is equal to yz minus axy. This comes inside. So here q is common, a plus y is equal to y. Here y is common, z minus ax. So this is nothing but q is equal to y into z minus ax divided by a plus y here. So now just here y and z minus az here, and now but the thing is that here I am just substituting the values of p and q here. So p and q values, finally you have to substitute in the a new equation, as I already told that equation. So I will rub this. Next, we came at the end of the solution, that is now put values of p and q in dz is equal to p dx plus q dy. This was step 3. I have already given the method. So put p and q in this equation, we get dz is equal to p. What is p here? P is a dx plus what is q? Q is here y into z minus ax divided by a plus y into dy. So on integrating we get the final solution. On integrating we get dz integration of dz. So integration of dz, integration of a dx plus integration, or you may directly write integration of dz is z only, integration of a dx is ax, because a is constant, and so better to make it here simplification, then you have to integrate first. So now I can take this as I can make first simplification and then I will integrate it. dz is equal to, so here what is the a dx plus, so I am taking this a dx in this side, a dx is equal to y into z minus ax divided by a plus y into dy, and now here I will take this z minus ax in this side, so I get that 1 divided by z minus ax, 1 divided by z minus ax, and dz a dx is equal to, this already came in the LHS side, so what will remaining here? So I have y divided by a plus y into dy. So now on integrating we get so integration of, this is integration of 1 divided by ax into dz minus a dx is equal to integration of y. I can adding here plus a and minus a. divided by a plus y into dy. So the finally we have so observe here dz up to here you have no doubt. I know. And after whenever it comes to at the end of the integration, this is a difficult to us because many students have no idea about the integration because you skipped this topic in your PUC second year. That's why it becomes some students have faced some difficulties while integrating the equation. So you have better to perfect the formula and read once again your PUC topic, integration topic. Then it becomes easy to you. So how to integrate it? Z minus ax is here. So it's z integration, differentiation of this z is dz. Differentiation of z is dz minus a constant, differentiation of x is dx. So everything is here. It means it is of the form in your PUC. In your PUC, you studied that. You studied that in your PUC class. That is integration of f of x divided by f dash of x divided by f of x dx. It can be written as log of f of x. This is the formula in PUC section. So applying this formula of integration here, I will get it is of the form integration of 1 by f of x into it is a f dash of x. Its derivative is here. So that's why I write log of f of x. This is a f of x. So integration of this is log of f of x is z minus ax. Is equal to here y plus a. Here a plus y or y plus a get cancelled. I can write this as a integration of a plus y divided by a plus y minus a divided by a plus y into dy. So now log of z minus ax is equal to this get cancelled and here 1 is remaining. 1 with respect to y is y only minus a constant 1 by a plus y integration of 1 divided by a plus y with respect to y is log of a plus y plus any arbitrary constant c. So you can arrange here log of z minus ax is equal to or you may take this side minus a into or you may take this as a log of this is the minus. If you take this side it becomes a plus log of a plus y this whole is to this is m log m raised to n. This is a plus and so this is also plus. It becomes here means minus y is equal to c. So this is the answer, final answer of this Charpit's method. And similarly, I will give you one homework. So you have to do yourself and find your answer here. Solve. So take this as a homework. So one is solve the following by Charpit's method. So first one is z minus px minus qy is equal to p square plus q square, and its answer may be so everyone get or someone get different answers. It is depending on simplification. Final answer and after integration, someone simplified lengthy, someone has stopped after the integration. So for this reason, last final ending answer may be slight change. So you don't worry about that. I will give my answer. So its answer is nearly z is equal to ax plus by plus c. And the second question is solve px plus qy is equal to pq. This is the important problem in the Charpit's method. Its answer is dz is equal to ax plus y whole square divided by 2 plus b. So these two are the homeworks. I hope you don't have any doubt here. This is very simple problem. Like this, you have to do in your home. And after this, some non-linear equations of higher order are there. So we will discuss in my next lecture. So from this, if you have any doubt, please comment in the downside they given. Like this video and subscribe my channel to get the next videos. So hope you all understand. So wait for next video. Thank you all.